what is it to wake up to spirit, a spiritual awakening, and what is it when our Kundalini is awakened, and what is Kundalini all about? A spiritual awakening comes about when you wake up to spirit, when you wake up to the possibility of living a life not born of your egoic sense of self, but a sense of self that is more cognizant with the universal consciousness. So there's a universal consciousness that you align yourself with, and you do this through a dedicated effort into trying to find more and more about yourself and how you connect to this greater source of power, greater source of love, light, universe. Whereas a Kundalini awakening, whilst it is very similar because you will have an overlap between the experiences, the basis of the same is very different. You can have a spiritual awakening but not have your Kundalini even stirring, whereas a Kundalini awakening is a very organic experience that's born of, you can feel it physically. There is an energy that's inside of us that you can imagine is latent. And when that energy becomes potent, you're able to access more of you. So you start to move from this gross body into a more subtle, energetic body. And we've got these various meridians, energy points, but it's not the same thing as spiritual awakening. Yes, it will awaken you to spirit as well, and you will go through that if you surrender to it, rather than it just being a total experience just of the body. Because when you resist Kundalini, your body starts to create a lot of havoc for you. But it doesn't even have to be a resistance. It may just be that you don't know what's happening to you, or B, it is what it is, that you are going to have certain sensations that you are dealing with, certain experiences. You might have lucid dreaming, out of body sensations. Happy to elaborate on this if anyone wants to know more about this. But a spiritual awakening is not the same as a Kundalini awakening, okay? At the same time, a awakening of your chakras is not the same thing as a Kundalini awakening. Now, as you go through a more meditative life, where you're becoming more inward and you see this sea of life inside of you, but you also feel this connection and connectivity around you, and you feel like, wow, there's a bigger picture, that I am part of something, and the sum of all parts is also inside of me. I am both, right? You begin, you're just completely shedding. But with the Kundalini awakening, it can be extremely debilitating. If you've got zero support around you, you may rise, you may fall, you may disappear. You may end up as a psychic, a clairvoyant, because you will wake up to all these different faculties of the human, which are there. They are there. It's not that I am psychic and that you are not, or somebody else is. We've all got the capacity to be all of this, but it's to wake up to that. We have more to what we see all the time. Yeah, so a spiritual awakening, like I said, and I keep saying it, is not the same. Your chakras and you evolving, and as you go through your practices, it is not the same as a Kundalini awakening, but that you're gradually unfolding these energy centers, these meridians inside of you. You're gradually opening up to this, and eventually you will have a full-blown Kundalini awakening. And for some people, instead of having a gradual opening, you're just hit with a full-blown Kundalini awakening, and it can be brought on by so many different experiences, so many different things, like even trauma, right? Now, because a Kundalini awakening is literally your body is going through a lot of stress. Your stress response might be heightened. You might become hypersensitive, highly sensitive, more empathic. You feel things and you want to go through a period of hibernation. Try to just follow whatever comes. And it's the same with spiritual awakening. But with spiritual awakening, you may even find that you don't resonate with the jobs that you're in, the world, and same with the Kundalini. But with the Kundalini is you have more or less zero control, right? Where you can, to some extent, is by understanding how your body is responding to it and taking different herbs or hydrating your body, understanding things like, right, okay, I know that I might have an out of body experience. How do I ground myself? Maybe this is what I need to eat right now. And understanding your own resistance to it. But what I felt throughout is you just surrender. And the more you surrender to this, the more you surrender to just being you, your humanity will move to divinity, and you will no longer need a particular set or a framework of how life ought to be. And that's where we're all headed with the ascension. That's where we're all headed in this age of Aquarius. Lots of love and lots of blessings. Sorry for rambling if I did. And please contact me, and don't forget to subscribe, because there will be a lot more information on this as and when it allows me. Thank you. Blessings.